Being a little slower than usual today. All right. Okay. My head is screaming at me. So please bear with me. Gotta turn volume down. My head is absolutely angry with me today. Okay. We are going to attempt the Bluetooth. There we go. Sweet. Okay. I am not feeling 100% today. I do apologize. We are in, as I said yesterday, the build up to my surgery coming up next week. So things are waffling right now. So we shall get started for the day. I saw you, Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. Going snippy, snippy on the wick. There we go. Ha. Oh. Today's candle. Speedy healing for me next week. I am actually looking forward to this surgery. I want to be able to feel my finger again, my thumb, and a few other things that it's supposed to be helping. I'm very much looking forward to happening. All right. Notes. There's my notes. All right. Boom. Set the keyboard down so I have room for everything. Phone is on silent, correct? Yes, it is. It has a habit of liking to, interrupt things. All right. So, yep, yes. So, getting started for the day. Ooh, we have some toxic witches. You know what? I forgot to look. Typical me. Which major arcana? This one usually is the devil. Okay. So our toxic witches are comparable to the devil card. We are being cautious of those who take more than they give. Okay. So the gloomy witch in this card is dealing with a pair of toxic friends who constantly do things like exclude her and make fun of her, but yet they still expect 300% from her side of the friendship. They are so draining that some might consider them energy vampires. You may also find yourself surrounded by people who deplete you. In that case, it may be time to cut them off from the source and preserve what you have left, or at least create some healthy distance. However, it is just as possible that you're caught up in some exhausting and self-destructing behavior of your own. How? How can you be more respectful of your own energy? Next, we have the Hierophant reversed. Tradition is important, but it does not have to be everything. You may be following a path because it's what's expected of you, but nobody but you can possibly know what will make you the happiest. Make the decisions that feel the most authentic to you and pay no mind to what other people have to say about it. Do what's right for you. And then our final card for the day is the Three of Swords. It is okay to cry. Is it absurd to cry when a story comes to an end? The witch asks you between sniffles. Do you remember in the Gilmore Girls when Lorelai kept trying to convince Rory to let herself wallow after her breakup with Dean because she knew that would be the only way Rory would be able to fully process it? If you're experiencing a very Rory level heartbreak, then consider this card your own personal Lorelai. They say the heart heals with time, but if you don't use that time wisely, it might not. So, you have to take part in your own healing. Go get the ice cream tissue. Make a sad playlist and listen to it on repeat until the tears run out. Keep doing it until one day it no longer hurts as much. You have so much other stuff to do. So, those are our tarot cards for the day. And boom, pop those into their box. And we will move on to our oracle for the day. Almost grabbed the oracle cards to stuff them in the box. That would not have worked well. All right, our oracles. We have sacrifices must be made. Sacrifices are being made so that we can make the decision that is right for ourselves. A commitment. Okay. And underlying motives. Hmm. Sacrifices must be made. Commitment and underlying motives. The only one that's got me here is the underlying motives. I'm thinking the underlying motives is the fact that we're doing this to make ourselves happy. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe not, but that's where I'm leaning. Our underlying motive is the ultimate self care. Can you get out, buddy? No? Okay. Oh, you, oh, give me that tuft of fur, too. Oh, it's driving me nuts. The joys of having a German Shepherd Husky ish dog in the house. Come here, baby. And the little one comes in. But Took is shedding like no other, and we are pulling at least 2 tribbles a day off of him. If you are not familiar with a tribble, I'm sorry. Do yourself a favor and Google the Star Trek, the original series episode, The Trouble with Tribbles. Moving on. Today's rune. Well, don't have to worry about how I hand show you the rune today because today's rune is Odin's rune. It actually, Alyssa, was part of the description in the book. I enjoyed it too. I love the pop culture references. So today's rune is Odin's rune. The divinity is, duh, Odin, the Norns, and the weird. The rune has absolutely no connections with anything else. It is Odin's rune and Odin's rune alone. Okay, so the blank or Odin's rune is the biggest secret of all, the secret of fate. Odin's rune stands for the unknowable. Its representation is that which is not yet ready to be revealed. The blank rune is also called weird, which is the collective name given to the Norns, the 3 goddesses or fates of Teutonic mythology. Odin's rune. Odin's rune indicates fate, those events that are fated or inevitable. Fixed point in time, according to the doctor. I had to think for a moment. They cannot be evaded no matter what you do. Those events indicated in the reading may be good or bad. Eh, we'll find out, right? The blank rune also indicates faithfulness. When it falls in a prominent position, it indicates that if a particular step or choice is taken, life will absolutely never be the same again. Again, this could be good or bad. And finally, the blank rune in a reading can indicate anything that must be kept secret for your own good. It can signify things relating to others that you have absolutely no business knowing. Weird is often prominent in rune casts where the questioner is asking for information that's none of your damn business. The runes are good at telling you to keep your nose out of other people's business, and you really don't want to cross Odin in that case. Odin's rune can fill you with hope, and Odin's rune reminds you that your future is made from the actions of your own life. When this rune is drawn, the indications are that there is going to be a major change, or that a stage has been reached in your life which is likely to prove a turning point. Pivot, accept Odin's challenge, delve deep into the depths of yourself. Hold yourself up to a personal mirror and look deep into the closed areas of your mind. Open yourself up to the cleansing flow of energy. In other words, get a shadow journal and start doing some shadow work. It's a necessity at this point. In relationships, Odin's rune suggests destiny is something you cannot escape. Meeting certain people in our lives is not coincidence. Even if your ways go whoop and split, this person is going to remain in your heart for a very long time. Odin is often perceived as a formidable, fatal event, but this interpretation is based only on the fear of the unknown. However, not every innovation carries a negative in and of itself. Embrace your future with a positive attitude. Don't be afraid. In work, Odin symbolizes forces beyond your capabilities. Do not overestimate yourself. You are not necessarily qualified to solve each and every problem by yourself. You are not God. You are not perfect. You're also not a walking encyclopedia. In a sense, this rune should be taken as advice to avoid overconfidence and arrogance and wait for a more suitable moment for your activities. Not everything is in your hands. Wait for a more favorable time. So, our key takeaways here: the unknown, the sound of silence, the absence of material things, the hand of fate, the inner self, and endless possibilities. And today's goddess is not in the book. So let me grab the tablet and bring up the webpage. Today's goddess is, I believe, Aztec, Mayan. Let me look. Oops, that was a mistake. There we go. Aha. Ixchel. Ixchel. Today's goddess is Ixchel. Ixchel. I can't pronounce her name correctly. Ah, I hate that. And she was Ixchel was a 16th century name given to a jaguar goddess of medicine and midwifery in the ancient Maya culture. She is related to another Aztec goddess called Toshiyoltichitl, who lives in a sweat bath. She is a deity associated with the Mayan mood goddess. Oh, just oh. She was depicted as an evil old woman who held unfavorable aspects, and she was the patroness of womanly crafts. Oh, let's see. It is believed that she was part of the god Itzamna. She was regarded as the goddess of the moon, water, childbirth, and weaving in the Maya of the peninsula of Mexico. She is also the mother of all the Mayan deities and has rules about the cycles of life and death. As the keeper of souls, she constantly changes from being a young beauty into a wise old crone who shares her people's wisdom. She was a shape shifting goddess, as we just said. She was often depicted as an older woman who was wearing a serpent crown and wearing traditional Mayan clothing. However, sometimes she was portrayed as a young woman, attractive, wearing a headdress. She also had a beak that was present on her upper lip. Um, Other names that she went by: the Queen, Lady Rainbow, Eagle Woman, Our Mother, and the White Lady, Goddess of Becoming, Mother Earth, the Womb, Cave of Life, Keeper of the Bones, and other localized names. Her powers: she wielded powerful divine abilities that resonated across various aspects of life. Revered as the matron of childbirth, guardian of midwifery, and mother of crops, her influence spanned the realms of rain, fertility, and agriculture. As the goddess of fertility, she was believed to govern the reproductive cycles of humans, animals, and plants. So she covered it all. Her symbolism was richly embodied by a medicine bag, a spindle, and a weaving shuttle. The medicine bag, symbolizing her healing prowess, while the spindle and weaving shuttle underscored her connection to weaving and childbirth. Beyond her lunar associations, her divine domain encompassed a diverse array of powers and abilities. She presided over childbirth and women's reproductive health, bestowing blessings for safe pregnancies and deliveries. Additionally, her profound knowledge of herbal medicine empowered her to heal ailments and promote well being, embodying the interconnectedness of life as she deftly spun the threads of fate and destiny. Modern day influence. This was the part that I was very interested in when I read it earlier. Her enduring legacy extends into contemporary culture, especially within indigenous communities across Mesoamerica and beyond. In regions like modern Mexico and Central America, she is esteemed as a symbol of women's health and empowerment, with her iconography often woven into traditional crafts, textiles, and jewelry. Additionally, her symbolism has garnered wider acknowledgement within spiritual communities, where she is revered for her nurturing essence and deep connection to nature. In areas densely populated by Maya descendants, she continues to be venerated as a guardian of women and childbirth. Her likeness frequently appears in traditional Maya artworks and textiles, reaffirming her profound significance within these communities. Beyond Maya communities, she captivates the imagination of artists and writers drawn to her enigmatic and formidable character. This is really fun. Her presence manifests in contemporary art, literature, and even interactive media such as video games. She is a character in video games, which is freaking cool to me. This enduring fascination underscores the universal themes embodied by Ixchel: fertility, femininity, the cyclical rhythms of life, and the delicate equilibrium between creation and dissolution. So, is she not a cool goddess? Moon goddess of creativity, Ixchel is overseeing your reinvention right now, even if you don't see it. If you're feeling called to make a transition, then you have Ixchel's blessing. It's a fortuitous time to make a change. The last time I tried this card, it did not turn out well. We're going to try it again. Hugs are free love. Imagine what it feels like to receive a hug. Now, imagine what it feels like to receive a hug from someone you love. There is a huge difference. Just by imagining a hug from someone who is dear and special to your heart, you can feel the sensation of love course through your body. Your body doesn't realize the person you are thinking of is not there. A hug is a connection, just like thinking of someone is a connection. Imagining a hug from someone dear to you can bring you a connection similar to if you were hugging your special person in real life. This positive connection will course through your body and help reduce stress. Humans are pack creatures. We need that physical touch and physical affection. Without it, we go crazy. I did not even look at the cards when I pulled them out today. So today's self compassion. We are watering the flowers. Name three things that you like about yourself and notice how receiving recognition makes them that much stronger. I actually have in my Finch app, my burb, um, I think my name three things comes up once a week. And I have to name three aspects of my personality that I like. I try to switch it up every week. I'm not always successful, but I try. This week, because I just did it last night, I like my tenacity because once I decide I'm going to do something, I do it. My sense of humor because it is warped as fuck, but it's pretty amusing. And what was my third one? Um, Probably I can't remember, but today I'm gonna say my intelligence because even though I act like I'm dumber than a mud fence in a rainstorm, I know I actually am intelligent most of the time. And normally we do a Mr. Rogers quote. I love Mr. Rogers, but I have a feeling we have pretty much read through the entire book. So today I am going to flip through. It is The Little Book of Zen, Sayings, Parables, Meditations, and Haiku by David Schiller. Here is the book. I love this little book. It has been very fun to read. Hmm. Ooh, you know what? This one seems to go along with the theme of the day. It is a quote from Frida Kahlo. Nothing is absolute. Everything changes, everything moves, everything revolves, everything flies and goes away. And that is Frida Kahlo. As I said yesterday, I will be off next week because, well, I'm gonna have my neck sliced and diced on Tuesday. So I am hoping I will be able to do meditation next week. Um, I have no idea if podcast is gonna happen or not. I doubt it at this point. Oh goodness, excuse me. Um, so Daily Draw is definitely not happening next week, though. I am apologizing in advance. I will miss you guys because I love doing this. It is so much fun. Um, We are working on a couple of things, and we will be talking about them, those of us in the house. We'll be talking about how to do a few things while I'm off. Otherwise, I do hope you all have a fantabulous, magical, wonderful day. I am freaking wiped. It's been a long morning already. That was not the button I wanted. So, I will see you all later. I love you. Please have a fantabulous, magical, wonderful day. Spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. I'm tired. I will see you guys tomorrow.